So as we'll be starting, I want us to think about perimeter protection. From from the word perimeter protection, from our initial state, whenever you hear about perimeter, so I will choose someone who can be able to tell us about whatever you think about a perimeter. So Solomon, Liani, what do you think about a perimeter when you hear about the word perimeter protection? What do you think? What comes into your mind? Let's say you're being told that just give a solution about perimeter protection. What will happen? What will you think about?
Okay, for now, I'll not be able to comment
Sorry?
because, okay, for now, I'll not be able to comment on anything
Okay.
because I think this is my first time attending this session, so like I'm a bit behind everything.
Okay. But okay, like I think from the word perimeter, okay, can you guess anything about a perimeter? Even
Okay,
from our
perimeter.
school most mode of thing, how we were taught perimeter.
Oh, it's something that okay, perimeter as by my understanding,
Yes.
I think it's covering all round, covering an area all round.
Exactly. And that's why now we come with the word perimeter walls. So for the
Mhm.
perimeter walls, these are walls which are built to protect, let's say, a certain environment or to protect a certain region. So you find
Yes.
that with apparently it's a technology that you're trying to apply, to implant the technology to help us in protecting the perimeter walls that we have built around our premises. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you on that. So let me start now. So in security, you implement the onion principle. Okay. So you'll tell us about the onion principle. So hey, product solution.
Come again.
So okay, there's the name by Sohail. There's someone who has just asked pro risk solution. Who's pro risk solution? Okay, on your side, I've just finished with you. Thank you. So I was
Mhm.
just there's someone who has just texted about is known as Sohail. So in implementing the onion principle, what do you mean by that? For people to know. So let me start my session. So the moment we hear about the perimeter protection, detect the tripwire and intrusion violation. So perimeter protection. The previous solution benefits, typical scenario, and then product selections. So at this point, we'll be looking at the previous solutions there before, then the solution benefits and the typical scenarios that we'll be implying in different situations. So we have a launcher, electric fence, and the traditional cameras. So at this point, you find we have high false alarm caused by weather such as rains, fog, snow, etc. Who can be able to tell us what's a false alarm? Then we have complex installation and debugging, no visual effect. Then we have security risks such as electric shocks, hazards not suitable for combustible gas environment. Complex installation and high cost, no visual effect. So we are trying to look at the previous solution that we had. Also, traditional cameras, high false alarm with traditional IVS algorithm, low performance. So under faults, is there anyone who can tell us a little bit about the false alarm? What's a false alarm? What is a false alarm? Whenever maybe you're going to describe to a client, this camera can be able it has SMD, which is smart motion detection, which can be able to reduce the rate of false alarm. So what's false alarm? Yes, someone? So I'll pick somebody, let's say Lawrence Ochieng. Anything about false alarm, you know?
False alarm
Yes.
is an alarm that's not there's an alarm that can occur, but it's not the one that is intended.
Sure. That's true. That's correct. So for instance, you find a dog, whenever it crosses the premises, an alarm it gets triggered, and you know, pets, animals are not harmful to human beings. The only thing that's so harmful that we do concentrate mostly on is vehicles and human beings themselves. Those are the most targeted things that we have. Motor vehicles and human beings. So sure. So someone also Sadika said, let's say an animal like cat triggers the alarm, that falls under false alarm. Yeah, that's a false alarm. Then that means that the camera has no smart motion detection. It has motion detection, but it has no smart motion detection. Yeah. So Sadiq, are we good in that? So you can be able to differentiate between a camera that has motion detection and the one that has smart motion detection. Smart motion detection can filter out. Sure. Then apparently, so under launch, so then we look at the electric fence. Security risks such as electric shock hazard not suitable for combustible gas environment. Complex installation and high cost, which is true. Then no visual effect. So you can't see, no visual effect. Then high false alarm rate with traditional IVS algorithm. True, the traditional cameras, the false alarm rate traditional was so high because they could be triggered by rodents, small animals, just like pets, cats, whenever they could intrude on some premises. Cotieno engineering. So Cotieno can't hear any sound. So please check up on your device then on your side. So let's move on. Then perimeter protection. So we'll be looking at the solution benefits. So what's a perimeter protection? So the whole perimeter protection is based on the AI algorithm that focuses on humans and vehicles, providing highly efficient, reliable, and cost-effective visualization solution. Then powered by AI, meaning artificial intelligence, it offers high definition and capability that can provide accurate and predictable intrusion alarm. It can also record visual and detailed information in time. The alarm event can be sent to the mobile app. So regardless of your geographical location, as long as you're connected and you have the link into your security system, which is at home, you can be able to receive notifications. And light and siren can be linked into the provided real-time deterrent warning, whereby you can be able to disarm and arm it, so regardless of your location. Like you can be able to receive notifications by use of the DMSS mobile app, which is a free version software whereby you can access as long as you have a Dahua product. You can be able to access the device. So altered alarm filtered. So these are the things that can be filtered by AI. So rains, these are climate weathers. Then we have leaves falling, dogs, those are pets. Then rodents, spiders, like that, light. So, but the targeted regions, the targeted things are vehicles and human beings. Because those are human beings, trust me not, human beings, that's the biggest threat that we have. and ourselves, we are the human beings. So we are there to ourselves. So solution benefits: accurate detection, which whereby we have false alarm rate at 1%. Then what kind of perimeter protection to provide you? We have accurate detection, because this was the main question. So we have accurate detection, false alarm rate at less than 1%. So that's a very top way of solution. Then we have target classification, focuses on human and vehicles. Then quick target search efficiency at 98%. Then remote monitor, alarm push notification sending time less than a second. Active deterrence, siren and light linkage, real-time warning. So I can see someone by the Reina saying I have to leave. I'll join next week. No problem, you're welcome. So, but also even if in the afternoon, in the evening, we'll be having a different training session. You can also join at that. If at all you will be free, then call. Okay, sure. And then we have Dennis. I think my network is poor. You can look for somewhere suitable for the network situation. Then at this point, we have active deterrents, which have siren and light linkage real-time and warnings. So, right now you're fine. Okay, thank you.
Will the link be provided?
Sorry?
Will the link be provided to join
the evening session?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, just like the same way I've just done for the morning session.
Where will, okay, I only got a link from my parents.
Okay.
So I don't know how we'll get the link.
Okay, let me send you a number that you can inbox me, and then I'll share the link via that.
That will be perfect. Okay.
Okay. Yes. So by the number that I've provided there, so you can be able to text me and I'll share the link if at all you don't have a way of accessing the link. So that's my personal number. So active deterrence and siren and light linkage real-time warning. So the meaning of active deterrence, it's siren and the light. So the lights, they help to scare away. You see, it's and the siren thing. So the moment someone intrudes, whenever they search such a device, whenever he sees the siren and the warning lights, which alternates, which are blue and red, then he gets scared and he gets out of the premises. So accurate detection, traditional IVS, and the perimeter protection. So traditional, let's see, you can see at this point, whenever a cat passes at this point, the alarm will be triggered. Okay, at this point also, the leaves movement will trigger the alarm. Also, flashing lights will trigger the alarm. You see, so these are the false alarm that we are talking about, which are under the traditional. But under the perimeter protection, which is the modern one, so it has the capability of having the SMD, which is smart motion detection. So whereby it can be able to filter out and differentiate between the leaves, pets, like that. So, and the main target will be human beings and the vehicles, as we have said. So based on the advanced AI algorithm that mainly focuses on the humans and the vehicle targets, the Dahua perimeter protection can effectively filter false alarm caused by animals, leaf movement, shadows, and flashlights, making the false alarm rate less than 1%, greatly improving the occurrence. Yeah. How does this improve? So you can imagine if at all you're a security guard at a certain environment whereby you're protecting the let's say it's a factory whereby it's surrounded. Then we have just a dog can just cross the intrusion premises. Then whenever you just move running by thinking it's something big that has just happened, and then you end up finding out it was just an animal. So that will be so wastage of time and really making a lot of confusion states. So, but by using the AI algorithm, the camera which have the AI algorithm from the Dahua, you can find that you'll be able to overcome all these challenges. So the alarm that will be triggered, you'll be rest assured it's something that really serious that you're supposed to be checking on it. Then target classification, human and vehicle classification. User can select human and vehicles for alarm according to the scene requirement. Each rule line support human and vehicle classification and provide visual alarm effect. So human tripwire triggered only by people. So the moment we draw a tripwire here, it will just be triggered by the people, right? Then vehicle tripwire triggered only by vehicles. So assume, where will this tripwire be used? If at all to only be triggered by people. I would like someone to respond on that. Just a small question. Let's see. If at all I put a tripwire and it can be triggered by people only. So on what scenario can we put this tripwire?
Okay.
Bernard?
Sawa, wacha nikuupdate na few.
Bernard?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, Dennis.
Okay. Abdi Malik. Poa sana kwazi. Gani?
Lawrence, you can say something.
Zile nilikwambia
Put it at the gate.
So,
Like the gate
yes.
okay.
or entrance or the entrance of the
Hizo
house.
zote niliona ziko na issue. So lakini naona
So let me okay.
karibu, so
If at all, assume now our targets are both humans and vehicles, right?
Yeah.
So the moment I put the tripwire, let's say, where should I put a tripwire? Okay, at the footpath.
So
Then the vehicle uses the footpath. I think it will be going against the law, whereby it's not supposed to be passing across the footpath. So you find whenever you put a tripwire, it's something that you're trying to block a certain target. Let's say the humans. Apparently, the humans, you can see, you're trying to protect them from crossing or from using a certain path. Let's say it's a highway. Human beings are not supposed to use the highway. It's the vehicles which are supposed to use the highway. So the moment the human passes through the pavement of the highway where the vehicles are supposed to be passing, then an alarm can be triggered or a notification can be sent. But if at all we put a tripwire on, also we put it on a foot track, on let's say on a human path, whereby we have said the target should be the vehicles. Then whenever a vehicle passes on the footpath, then the alarm will be triggered on that scenario. Hope I've kept that thing clear.
So that is mainly on the highways.
So not only highways. Okay, for the gate, you can put it. Let's say you put it for a specific duration of time, whereby you can say, because of the gate, you know, we have different entrances because we have both human beings getting in and we have the vehicles getting in. So it means if I told you say that you have put the tripwire and then your target is the human beings, then you're saying like the human beings are not supposed to be getting to the area. But if at all you can put and then you say you'll be targeting both human beings and vehicles, maybe you will say, let's say from 7:30, whenever someone passes this point, let's a notification be sent, because maybe at that moment people have gone home, people are not supposed to be at that environment. Do you see? Under that scenario. So I don't know if at all I'm clear on that side, on that point. Sure, there's someone else who's saying Sadiq is saying on gardens where humans are not supposed to trespass. So that won't be a tripwire, that will put intrusion, whereby we'll put it's a region. We'll just draw a region whereby no one's supposed to get into that premises. For tripwire, it's just a line drawn, an imaginary line which is drawn that you can't see it by naked eyes, but you can see it on the system the moment you're doing the configuration. So I think I'm clear on that. And if at all you have a question, you can ask also. So you can see here it's triggered only by vehicles. And so for Sadiq, you're talking about the garden. So this is the area whereby you can be able to draw such a region that, let's assume the garden can be able to fit in such an environment. So whenever someone gets into the garden, alarm will be triggered. The blue line will change into the red color. Then quick target search. Human vehicles optional for quick search. So quick target search, what you do, you just come into the system, then whereby you're doing the quick search, then efficient target. If at all it's human, you choose human, motor vehicles, non-motor vehicles, non-motor vehicles. Then apparently have enabled effective targets, so it's humans. Effective targets, so it's human search. Then triggered by human. So configuration, humans and vehicles. So either way, that's how you'll be able to switch it. So how you're going to target on humans. Whenever someone gets into these premises, now he'll be a target, it'll be the target. Then remote monitor. So through remote monitor, how can we achieve this? Someone how can we achieve remote monitor? From your experience, maybe. Paul, you can see someone by the name Paul. You can join. You can just say something. Or how do you understand by the word remote monitor? Dennis, someone by the name Computer Wizard, you can say something. Okay, yes, Sat Connect Limited, you can say. Sat Connect. The SL, you can talk. I can see your hand is up.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Yes, I'm saying remote monitor, it means something that can be monitored from afar. Let's say by use of your phone or laptop or any smart gadget through facilitation of the internet, through the facilitation of the internet connection.
Sure. Okay, go on.
Yeah.
Okay, so sure. And so from another, what else I can add on that is that he's trying to mean different geographical location. No matter the location that you are located at, you can be able to access your devices as long as you're connected into the device network. And this, the option of how we do connect them is through P2P network, whereby you can scan the QR code like that by use of the serial number on that sort. Whereby there are some people who do confuse whereby you use the DMSS and you add the device via IP address. Just remember, the moment you get out of the local area network and then you move out of the network, you'll not be able to access the devices because you're using the IP address, which is probably you find it is a DHCP, whereby the IP addresses keep on changing, so you cannot be able to connect to it. But by use of the serial number or the QR code that you do scan, you'll find that you'll be able to connect it on different geographical areas, as long as you have the network. Someone else with a question? I'll send you the message maybe after.
I have a question.
Okay.
How does the P2P network work?
P2P network.
Yeah, how does it work?
Okay, so is there any okay, before I on that, so have you ever dealt with the CCTVs there initially?
Yeah.
Have you dealt with them?
Yeah.
So okay. And have you ever accessed them locally or remotely in different geographical areas?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so under Dahua, purposely under
No.
Dahua, or for Dahua you haven't?
This one.
So for Dahua, we have an application whereby it's known as, if at all you want to access them through your phone, we have DMSS. Also, we have Smart
Mark,
PSS Lite, whereby
I
you
told
can
you there is
access
a
them.
training ongoing. Are you attending it?
Whereby we have Smart PSS Lite, whereby you can install it on your desktop and on your laptop, and you can be able to access it in different geographical area too. So for DMSS is for the mobile app, for the mobile device. So for P2P network, it tells you from one network to another. So the only thing that you'll just be interested in, let's say for instance, you're using a Smart PSS Lite. So the moment I'm going to add a device, so there will be an option of using IP address or the serial number. So the only thing you can use is either the serial number, which whenever you can scan the QR code of the device that you have, if at all it's the NVR, the camera, down the QR code, you have a serial number. Whenever you fit in, you just feed it in on the text box. Then you can be able to put the username, which maybe probably, let's assume it's the admin, then the password. Let's say admin 1 2 3 4 5 like that. Then the moment you click OK, as long as the device is online and you have a network on your phone, maybe you have the bundles, you'll be able to access the device. You'll see and a device has just definitely be added. So I don't know if at all I can be able to explain that on you. And let's say someday maybe I'll plan a training session whereby we'll act on, it will be on Zoom. So I'll show you how to add device through the Smart PSS Lite, right? For those who haven't interacted with it. So we'll do different devices that you can be able to access through the Smart PSS Lite. So have I answered your question? Yes.
Question.
Okay.
Hello, I have a question.
Okay, go on.
How do I connect the analog cameras to a laptop or a computer? What do I need to do? I've not yet tried it with Dahua.
Okay.
I've also tried it with other brands, but I've lately tried to find a solution, but it turns out to be failing. What do I do?
Okay, for the analog camera, so you'll be using now the XVR, right? For the Dahua DVR, it's known as the XVR. True. So on the, let's say, assume the DVR now. So on the option of the network part, there's that point whereby whenever you click the network, we have the P2P network, where you just see we have a QR code. So for you to use the QR code, all of your cameras, all your devices must also be online. You can't be able to access your device remotely whenever you're not connected into a certain network. You must be connected to a network. If it's not on that case, then you just be able to access them locally. But if you want to access them in a different geographical area or outside the network where the device is, so you must fit in. Let's first start with the Smart PSS Lite. For Smart PSS Lite, you'll use the serial number, whereby you just feed the serial numbers, the username, and the password. Then you click add, and definitely you'll find there will be a device which has just been added by the name. Let's say if it's an IPC camera, it will show you the IP camera. Then if at all it's a DVR, it will show you it's a DVR, and it will have a green icon trying to show you that it's online. Regardless of that, I think I will put a record on on the YouTube channel on how to connect a DVR, maybe an analog cameras to online so that you can access them remotely. I think that will be the easiest solution because explanation by explaining of words, I think there are some things which I may not be able to touch unknowingly and which it won't be clear to you well enough, right? So, but the person who have just asked how to connect the DVR. So I think I'll give you a link whereby I'll be able to respond it and I'll be able to connect, I'll be able to send a video on the YouTube channel, wherever I'm posting those, the training session after this. So if it's fine with you, let's move on, yeah? So let's assume, so this is a remote monitor. So real-time alarms push notifications. The alarm triggered via the perimeter protection can be sent to the mobile apps as push notification, making it easier for users to know what happened in the monitored scene. One-click alarm, one-click disarm, fast and convenient. So by disarming through the DMSS app, this selected device such as IPC NVR channel will not perform linkage action, but alarm records will still be generated. Support disarm by period when you. So you find by use of the DMSS, try to install the DMSS, but not GDMSS. Try to install DMSS, and from there, I'll give you a video that will be giving you the guidance on how to do this process. Yeah. So remote monitor, whereby right now we're looking about the real-time alarm push notification. Sure. So the alarm triggered by the perimeter protection can be sent to mobile apps. Push notification, making it easier for the users to know what happened in the monitored scene. So these are tripwire alarm and can be able to give a footage on what happened. So the moment they're triggered, so you can be able to click the video and you can be able to see the footage of what happened, what resulted to the alarm to be triggered. So, and this is the icon logo for the DMSS app. Then active deterrence. With building spotlights and security siren, active deterrence IP camera supports two-way talks and can actively keep intruders away from your property. Whereby you see here we have the red and the blue light, which form like flickers, then which it's like warning lights, and then it has the audio part whereby it can give also the siren. So the customized audio, precise alarm. So based on the AI technology, false alarm filters the target classification. Active deterrence effectively expel intruders and provide clear evidence and details. It will definitely show you whatever has just caused the alarm to be triggered. The system diagram may vary according to the actual needs in different scenarios. Active deterrence, one-click disarm. So one click on the active deterrence through the app, you disarm it. Then disarm by periods. Let's say you can say, starting from 7:30 to 4:30 a.m. and in the morning, I will arm. Then after that, you disarm it, because at that time, you're expecting people to be getting in and out of your premises. Then solution values, support one-click disarm on the DMSS app, fast and convenient. Selected devices will not alarm with sound and or lights off, but alarm record will still be generated, providing a quick monitoring environment. Support disarm by periods according to your request. The time that you are comfortable with, the time that you don't want anyone maybe to get into your premises, or to a certain region that you are trying to put people away from. Typical scenario. Perimeter protection typical scenario, we have the factory, no parking zone, industrial park, and the villa. So factory-wise, no parking zone, villa,
Yes.
and industrial park. So typical, then we'll be looking scenario description. There are many places in the factory that you need to perimeter protection. Human and vehicle should be distinguished in areas such as factory, surrounding restricted areas, vehicles areas, etc. Factory manager urgently need efficient solution. Dennis is asking how to activate audio on Alhua, not Alhua, it's Dahua. Sorry for that. So not all cameras have audio capabilities. So Songola, you're granted, no problem. Sure, you can move, there's no problem. Thanks for the attending. So he was asking about how to get an audio. So not all cameras that have the audio capabilities. There are some which have and others which don't have. So whenever you have an audio camera that has audio capability, it will be easy for that. So I think also on the same, we have two topics now, smart PSS light and audio enabling. Audio on the camera. So on that also on the video that I'll also upload later, I will do the recording for the audio enabling features and the types of camera that they have. They can support the audio, and then we'll be having also the smart PSS light, whereby you'll find them on the YouTube channel. Pain points: high false alarm rate in traditional solution, large number of areas that needs protection, huge waste of manpower, and high employment cost. So at high false alarm rate in traditional solution, that we are good enough right now. I have explained that. Large numbers of areas that need protection. Sure, you find, let's say the factory occupies, let's say like 5 to 6 hectares of land. So you can imagine the numbers of people that you can put or you can position to that area for them to protect it. But by use of less than 10 devices, you can be able to accomplish the protection of that area. So the large area number that needs protection, huge waste of manpower, and high employment cost. Whenever you employ every single individual, you find that it's so expensive to pay them. So let's assume one person you are paying the one employee, you pay him at around 15,000. So you assume that you have more like 30 people who are guarding your farm. So you find the amount that you'll be paying, it will be so much expensive. Whereas you can replace all those numbers, and you remain with 2 people who will be overseeing the system, which you have installed, like the CCTV system, which you have installed on the farm to protect your premises. Then the value focuses on human and vehicles, offers false alarm filters, ensuring only valid alarm information will be provided, not unnecessary information. Unnecessary, just like rodents, whenever they cross, an alarm is triggered. Then helps factory manager to protect every area all day. Help save labor cost for security. Provide factory managers with visual protection solution and making it easy for users to manage efficiently. So anyone with a question on this scenario description, pain points, and the value, or something to add on? If no one, let's move on. Typical scenario in the villa. So in the villa, what do you expect to see here? The things that you can see in the village, you have a fence, whereby we must have a fence, garden, indoor, and a garage. Sure, iMac, use the iPhone. Yes, you are allowed. Then the scenario description: with the improvement of living standard, the residents pay much more attention on the safety and their properties. For sure. Areas such as garage, front, property surrounding garden, etc. should be well guarded all the times. Then the property owners also want to receive the early warning and notification in time and record the intrusion evidence clearly. So the pain points: you have high false alarm rate caused by animals shaking leaves. Electronic fence cannot provide visual alarm information immediately in case of intrusion. Cannot check the safety status of the property when residents are not at home. Then provides users with cost-effective visual protection solution. Help users to reduce unnecessary alarms with AI, video surveillance solution. Then also sends alarm push notification to users in time through mobile app. And users can view the situation in real time, even when not at home. So that applies in different geographical area. Typical scenario in a no parking zone, whereby we have active deterrence, scenario description. So whereby the moment you park your vehicle, so the siren will be triggered and the warning lights will be flashing. So the person trying to park the vehicle at that point will definitely just get out and remove and try to look for another parking space. So the traditional cameras does not support real-time recognition and real-time light siren to warn off the drivers. So you can see these are side effects of the traditional cameras, but human management and labor costs. So scenario description of parking zone after requires animal management, which waste of manpower and incur high labor costs. Manager needs solution that automatically detects illegal parking and can warn off the drivers. So value: no need of manual human management, allowing managers to save labor costs. Automatic identification of illegal parked vehicles. Send alarm push notification. User can customize voice alarms based on their preferences. So like for this vehicle, what kind of audio can we put here? E.g., I can record an audio: no parking allowed here. No parking allowed here. And the camera can be able to repeat it at several times until you evacuate from the parking point that you have parked your vehicle.
You mean that camera will be having a speaker?
Sorry?
The camera the camera.
Yeah. They have the capability. Yeah. And you'll find at the naming rule, you'll find the camera will be having the AS, meaning it's audio. It has an audio in it.
Okay.
Someone else? So I think, are you clear on that? So also, not only for the parking environment. So assume someone is trying to cross over a planted region which has been planted with some grass, just like a small garden. So it can tell you're not allowed to be in this area. You're not supposed to be stepping on there like that. So you can put a record of whatever statement that you want it to be given out. Like that, so you can hear that's kind of a siren that is just being given on that scenario. So just a moment. So as we'll be looking up here on the typical scenario of industrial park.
Kulikuwa na training ama niliona ibaya. Kuna training. Hii kana C10 nimeisema kidogo. Na leo kuna training kwa ndio kwa. Oh, that's simply particular. Ile hiyo isha. But see that ila faida pekee na tete. Ile ndio. Na iko ndani sasa ndio. Ile kwa fonda. Ndio zoom. Ile this kuna kitu. Super tuweza tenifisika. Unafanya kitu haitaingia hiyo sawa finance. So unaweza ningoja kama utakuwa na ndio tukapanga ama ni kufanya kitu kingine. Sawa. Yaani meeting ndio kwa sawa.
So typical scenario at the industrial park, sorry for that. Then industrial park. So the thermal scenario description. In industrial park property, protection is particularly important. It needs to be effective, monitored all day, even in the extreme weather, such as extreme darkness, fog, smoke, heavy rain, so on. So the thermal cameras can serve as ideal protection under these environment conditions. So they can't be distracted with this kind of weather. So, and you can see even if it's in total darkness area, so it can be able to see this person, right? And that they use a lens that is known as thermal lens. For thermal cameras, they have two lenses, normal lens and the thermal lens. So the thermal lens, it can be able to detect any person at even if the environment is so dark. It helps users to clear in total darkness, no need for additional light source. Thermal image can still provide perimeter protection and early warning, helping users to reduce intrusion and theft incidents. It can also detect places with abnormal high temperature and remind users potentially of safety hazards. Exactly. So any question on the thermal temperature? So let's look at the perimeter protection selection. So recommended solution. We have DMSS. This is the mobile app that we are having. Then we have the DSS Express. Then on the normal NVR. Then on that we have Wesense IP camera and active deterrence camera. Highlights easy and quick upgrade from the traditional video channel to an intelligent visual system for replacing traditional cameras. Diversified Wesense cameras such as IV cameras or PTZ cameras with active deterrence cameras. They all support SMD plus, which this is the meaning of this SMD, it's smart motion detection plus. Also the active deterrence camera supports the siren and light warning with built-in mic and speakers to warn off intruders. Someone is asking, I'm kindly requesting for the access control notes after the lesson. Okay, we'll see on that, we'll plan on that. Then product selection. So as you can see, IP solution, then we have the cameras, normal IP cameras, NVR, NVR4, this is a series for DMSS, DSS Express. Then we have BF1241 series. This is a thermal camera. Also, this is a thermal camera recorder, app DMSS. Then we have DSS Express. So this is for the thermal cameras. You can see how the physical appearance of the thermal camera looks like. This is an IP, Wesense IP new 3 series. This is a Wesense PTZ, which is a 4.5, and we have a 4 series too. Normal NVR. Then we have a normal IP camera. Then we have the thermal cameras. You can see how they look like. We have a thermal lens and a normal lens at the same. Then camera, normal HDCVI cameras, recorders, Series 5, DMSS Express. Then perimeter protection IPC, Series 3. So this for the perimeter protection, triple intrusion SMD plus, smart H264, H265, triple stream encoding, Starlight, true WDR, red DNR, HLC, and BLC. For whereby you have WDR, it's wide dynamic range, 3 DNR. Then we have HLC, highlight compensation, BLC, it's a backlight compensation. Max, we have 256 GB micro SD card, which you can be able to insert on those IP cameras. Then we have IP67, meaning the ingress protection, whereby you can be able to differentiate, to be able to see that the first digit stands for the dust, then the second digit stands for water. IK10 mostly refers to the dome cameras, which have the glass protection and you cannot alter or interfere with the lens. Wide voltage too. So you can see the footage, whatever they'll be doing. So that's a smart plan, what they're doing, IVS. So you So you can see how that's the tripwire, the one that's lighting on the red. So that's a tripwire. Then perimeter protection, active deterrence. So let's see.
Morning. Niko poa sana. Okay. Like. Oh.
So you have seen on the IVS operation video. So that's the active deterrence, so that the perimeter protection, triple and intrusion. So getting into a region that is not allowed, so it will definitely change into the red color. Then perimeter protection PPZ. Okay. Let's see. Or the IVS operation video, where we have face detection, powerful optical zooming, and smart H264 Starlight.
Yeah, they're extremely. Yo, unaona yenye nimetumia kwa picha? Sijui jina. But zinaanzia nachukua na 35. 100. Sijatumia, kwanza niliambiwa tu hizo samples alafu ndio mimi nichague sasa kama nataka ndio niseme vitu. Zimerapiwa tu. Uko Ushago. Mhm. 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 Najua. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Sasa watu unaweza nitumia nini? Inaitwaje? Unaweza nitumia hiyo inaitwaje? Hiyo vitu umeniambia. Sawa.
So
Sawa.
we have seen that was about the PTZ protection. So right now it is a perimeter protection and the NVR. So this is the IVS operation mode, the intelligent video system operation video.
Okay. Sasa unajua hapo kwa video zote ndio. Llega sasa hapo. Umeambia sasa kwa ninga nao.
Then we have the IVS AI search operation video. So let's see on this one. There's a search going on.
Body condition.
So whenever we put vehicles, just be targeting all the vehicles, not human beings. So that's the difference between IVS for human beings while doing the IVS AI search and human. Then perimeter protection on the XVR. So the perimeter protection on the thermal camera, which is we have tripwire detection, alarm, cold and hotspot, stress, smoking detection, ingress protection.
Awesome.
So let's see on that.
Yes. So ingine ndio ile seko.
So that was configuration of the thermal camera, and which will be the last bit that you'll be checking on about the perimeter protection. So if at all be having any question, please, you can be able to, it's a high chance right now to ask. So according to the perimeter protection, anything beneficial that you have learned or any question that you have, whereby the video I will also upload it later on.